Welcome to AFCRDTV. I'm here with manager Andy Peaks in June as we start the new season or prepare for the new season. Andy, you're looking well actually.
Thank you.
Lots of sun.
A little bit. I did some coaching last week. We had a lovely week, so yeah, I've been out there a little bit, a lot more, but yeah, all good.
I know it's been very strange times. First team haven't played since December, but you've been keeping in touch with them.
Yeah, and I've been speaking to them on a regular basis, keeping updated with the situation. I always felt in December we were going to struggle to play again, but obviously no one really knew for definite. So I've touched base with them, we've spoke to them, they've been doing their own bits and bobs. And yeah, it's been tough really, so yeah, it's gone quite a long time really, because some of the youth games have gone back and the academy's gone back, whereas the first team haven't for whatever reason. So it's been a long layout for a lot of them, yeah.
Actually, I saw Liam at the 17th game a few weeks ago, and I know he's been in training, hasn't he?
Yeah, Liam's been doing a little bit out running quite a few times. Him and Shamp's been a few times biking, running, so that's good for him. I saw him, he's been watching a couple of academy games, Liam. Saw Paddy and Slinny both at the 18s Cup final, well and rest, that was good. And so I've spoken to quite a few of them on a regular basis, so we've been in touch without actually meeting as a group.
Before we touch about the first team, let's talk about your under 18s. I know how proud you are of them. You've been with them a long time through the academy. Any words you want to talk about?
Not really. I've been lucky to be, because my son was part of that group. I've been with them for 5 or 6 years. I've won a lot of stuff nationally, both as AFC Rushden Diamonds and their Sunday team before Budbrook, and then a lot of them progressed right through to 18s last year, where like Biff and Batty took on Matty Vernon the last year, and I've been going as a fan really, if you like. And yeah, they won the cup a few weeks ago, so that was nice. And then one good thing for me is the last 6 or 7 weeks on a Saturday morning, I've been going back with them to their games around the country again, really, with Dale and Simo have been running them. So I've been part of that, and again they won that league as well. So yeah, I've been delighted with them, to be honest. But it's up to them how far they go now. We've got lots of good players in the group, but as we said before, it's a big step up to men's football. Will Jones has proved it can be done, and I'm hoping there's others in the group who can do the same. And
I know we'll see some of them increasing training with you, as we will with the under 21s.
Yeah, no, we've got pre-season this year. We'll be involved, integrating quite a few of the groups. Richard's told me he's got some good 21s, so we'll have a look at those. And I know there's 5 or 6, probably more, of my 18s who certainly deserve. They've come through the system, have done well, so they'll get invited into some pre-season sessions, and we'll have a look at them. And the future's, the future's good for them. It's just where they finish at what level. It is a big step. It might be some play at step 5, step 4, then come back to step 3. It might be some hit the ground running at step 3. We don't know, but particularly a really good group of players, a good crop. It's important we manage them. Now some are going off to uni, some are doing different bits and bobs, but we'll keep tabs on all. You
mentioned Will Jones. I think he did sign a contract last year, and I think we're about to get a new contract with him.
Yeah, I've spoken to him this week. I speak to him obviously the same age as Jacob, so they knock around together as well, as the group do. So yeah, I'm in constant touch with him. He'll sign another contract because we've had quite a lot of interest, people trying to chip away at him, and I think it's important he stays on the right path. He'll get good guidance from us. Hopefully be part of our first team, and we'll judge him accordingly and treat him the right way. And if he's not quite ready, or he's had a few substitute appearances and needs some minutes, there's plenty of places I can get him football wherever he looks after well, but I see no reason why he won't be with us for most of it.
And there's no limits on his future, is there, from our point of view? We want to see him progress. I know we want to get the best out of him now.
Yeah, no, I mean, boys like that, we put in a contract for the right reason, to sort of look after the club, but look after them. I don't want him being tapped up for an extra £10, £20 here and there and going to the wrong places. If a bigger club and a football league comes in for him, which there's no reason why he can't if he does well at our level, the club will not want to be standing in his way. It'll be some amicable between us, him and the club, and we want players to progress, of course.
And the big news is they're going to be back in training next week. They start training on the 15th of June.
They do, yeah, they start next week. A lot of clubs have started. It's been very, very difficult talking to a lot of managers at our level. Some train right through and then are having the whole of June off. Some have started, some have gone back already. It's been very stop-start. Everyone's got a different way of thinking. Some have trained right through. It's become a bit of a holiday club where they're all mate with the manager, and there's different ways to do it. We've had a good break. I've expected them to do stuff. We'll start back next week. We've got a good 3, 4, 5 weeks before we start, them getting more and more intense as we go along. We've got quite a lot of games this year. Give us a good opportunity to get really, really fit. But yeah, looking forward to next week.
And I know you've said you've kept in touch with them since December. and you're hoping to have the full squad back from last year?
Yeah, as it stands, I've spoke to all of them. They've all said they're coming back next week. Obviously, 1 or 2 can't make the first session, which you're obviously going to get. But in general, no one's told me they're leaving the club, which is good. You know, I take it not with a pinch of salt, but we know what football's going to be like, John. I'm not naive enough to think that. We had it last year where someone said they were going to come back and then their heads got turned. That's what happens in football. But I'm hoping most will be back. No one's actually come out and said they're not coming back yet. I've spoken to some of the players as well. Again, not finalised anything, not going to announce loads of stuff yet because I don't see the value in it. It has to be right for us, it has to be right for the player. But we're talking, you know, to quite a few different players.
Yeah, I think we need to put it in perspective. If they sign a contract with us, we will announce it, and that's permanent, isn't it? If they say, yes, I'll come and play for you, you need to be absolutely certain.
That's the thing, John. You know, a lot of these clubs are announcing a lot of players, but they're contracting them all. You know, some of these clubs have got what we had years ago with the rich benefactor, and you can put them on contract and announcing them, but we can't do that. We know that. We know the way we work. It's got to be the right player for us. And we're not going to be rushed into it, and we're not going to get involved with some of these clubs haggling over players already. You know, some of the figures I'm hearing are crazy. So whether it's clubs that have stored a lot of money in the last 9 months, I don't know, but we'll work with what we've got, and we know we'll have a good team.
Andy, thanks a lot, and hopefully next week as well. Take care, mate.
Cheers, John.
I don't need love.